My whole life, I've been told what was impossible, what you'll never do, what you'll never become. And very few people told me what was possible and what I could become. If you break down impossible, it says I'm possible. As a kid, I was always super active and I loved goofing around with my brothers. I'm a triplet, so there was definitely 3 times the trouble and 3 times the craziness. Dancing has always been my passion, and I loved performing. But I was also drawn to swimming into the water. There's something so freeing about gliding through the water, and at 11 years old, I had my entire life ahead of me. But that's when things changed forever. One day, without any notice, my body suddenly started shutting down. Like a circuit breaker in a house, slowly each switch started to shut off. And then eventually, the lights went out, and I was trapped inside my body, unable to move, talk, and function. I was diagnosed with 2 rare autoimmune conditions, and there was little to no hope for recovery. But I felt the love of my family, and I could hear their words of encouragement and hope. Even though they couldn't hear me, I heard them. They were fighting for me, and I was fighting for them. But there were days I would lose a lot of hope. I couldn't do it anymore, and I had to prepare for the possibility of dying. And then I had this moment and this epiphany, if you will, where I realized, wait a second, this is not how my story is supposed to end. And so I made a promise with God. If you give me this second chance at life, I promise you I will not waste a single moment. And from there, I knew I had to fan the flame. And I realized this is happening. This is actually happening. Winning gold and 3 silver medals at the Paralympic Games is something I'll never forget. But I knew deep down there was still more work I had to do. I had to continue to redefine what was possible and get back everything that was taken away from me. And the one thing that I had yet to conquer was walking and dancing. After spending 10 years in a wheelchair, there were days I would go to Project Walk, I would go to my training sessions, and I didn't know if I was possible. I'm possible. Today my life has limitless possibilities, and I even realized one of my sports dreams becoming one of the youngest on-air talents hired by ESPN. And today I can say I've realized another dream, being a contestant on Dancing with the Stars. I would never choose what happened to me, but I would never change it. I will use my voice to change the world, spreading hope, spreading love, and spreading light, because the world needs that. That's enough for me. That is what makes all of this worthwhile.